Okay, doing a Vortex Medallion. What I'm using is steel, copper, and brass. The rings, you need 15 3/8 inch steel rings. That's these. You need 5 3/8 inch brass rings and 10 copper rings and 10 7/32 inch brass rings. Okay, gonna start off with a basic helm sleeve, and the way that you start that, very simple. You start with connecting 3 rings with 2 of your brass. Okay, and then you're going to pick up a open ring, and you're basically going to capture that ring, have this ring not go through anything, but you're going to slip in between the 2 so that it's basically just captured here. Okay, looks like it's just sitting there, which it basically is, but this is how you start a helm sleeve. Flip this one back over. Okay, these 2 have this captured. Okay, and then I take another open ring and go through the brass on the top, and therefore it captures that captured ring. Close it, flip it back over, and there's your captured ring. And we're going to do this 5 times. Double ring it, close, second ring. Oops, I forgot to add the other one. You need to add a closed ring. Okay, I'm going to take this one off because it needs to have the third one in it. Okay, so 2, 3, close. Okay, so I have my 2 rings, my 3 rings. Okay, that one there's not closed very well. Okay, and you're going to take an open ring, go through those 2, through the center of it, capture it, close it, flip this one back up, another open ring, through the brass, okay, close it, flip this one back up, grab it with the brass, add a closed ring, close it. My closures are not real good, I'm trying to do this quickly. Second one, close it. Okay, have my 3. I've done this 3 times now. Captured. In between. Close it. Up. Open ring through the brass. Close it. Put this one back up. Brass. Add a closed. 3. Oops, second brass. Then 3.
1 minute.
Close it. And the last captured. Okay. Close it.
30 seconds.
And this. The last one, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last one, I will show you how to close it. Close this.
Time.
Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we've got our 4 connectors. We're going to add the 5th one. And the 5th one is going to close our medallion. So we're going to wrap this around, set it together, grab it with the brass. Go through and through and close. You want to make sure that it's laying down so that when in the end it's not twisted or anything. Second brass. Close it. And the very last ring is going to be an open ring, and we're just going to capture it. So with this, you go through the top one, slide it through that one, and slide it through that one. And that's your closed captured ring. Okay? So there you have the outside of your medallion. The next part is the vortex, and that's going to be the most difficult part, but it's really not that difficult. Okay, so I'm going to take a copper ring, and I'm going to start by going in this way and out the other side. Now what we're going to be doing is going diagonally underneath this brass. So when I get this in here, you're going to be able to look down this brass hole right here, and it's going to be going diagonally. Okay? So I go in this way and out the other side, and the easiest way to do this is to go in one side, push it in just a little bit, flip it over, and you see it coming out the other side. See, it's going this way. Bring it through the center, just like that, and close it. Okay? Got one of your 5 right there. Number 2, you flip it back over. Okay? I'm going to grab a hold of it, the last one that I put in, and then I'm going to move over to the next brass set. I'm going to go diagonally in that way. Push it in. Flip it over. See, it's out that side. And I'm going to come through this way. Pull it out. And see, it's in the center. And it's going through this copper ring. Close it. Flip it back over. That's the one that we just did. Grab another one. Grab a hold of both of them through the next brass connector and to the next side. Flip it over. See, it came out the other side. As the more of these that we get, the tighter that it gets, and you have to do a little wiggle thing. Okay, so I'm wiggling it. See, it goes through the center, and I'm closing it. Okay, flip it back over. Alright, grab all 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go through the center of the 3 of them. And we're going to go to the next brass set. And I'm going to go in underneath the brass and one side. See, as you can see, it's getting tighter. And I'm going to wiggle it a little bit. Turn it over. See, you can't really see where it's coming out yet. Okay.
1 minute.
Okay, see, I have to wiggle. There we go. Turn it back over. No, it just came out. Okay. We'll try this again.
In the next video.
Okay, so you have the 3. We're going to go in and we're going to grab through the 3, go to the next brass set, in one way, push it, flip it over, see where it's coming out? Now, it's in between my brass ones here, so I've got to wiggle this back out just a little bit, so that it's not in between my brass, but underneath it. And the more that you add, the tighter that it gets. Okay, see there, it's coming out the wrong way also, so it needs to go. Do another little wiggle. I'm going to go right through there. There we go. See that? Now, it's not wanting to wiggle very well, so I'm going to have to come over here and wiggle it. See that? Came through, and it went through the center. Wiggle, it's right through the center. Now the last one is a little bit tricky because of the tightness. So I'm going to open it up just a little bit more. My open is a little bit more. And I found that if you go here first, go through your brass where you're wanting to go, flip it over, so you've got that placed where it's supposed to be. Then you go through the center, flip it through the center, wiggle, wiggle, and sometimes you have to go the other direction. It goes right through the center. Okay, now this is a little bit harder to close because it's stiffer. And there is the Vortex Medallion. And it looks the same on both sides. You don't have a front and a back. They look the same. So there you have it.